I can't give you all the answers, but I can tell you what I do know. And I can tell you from my experience in this life. As you may know, last couple of days we've been talking about what makes qualified, what makes, me qualified to give this advice, to have these conversations. And I gave my version of it. I gave you my rundown. And look, at the end of the day, the question becomes, who is qualified to give what advice will depend on what you're looking for in this life, what you're looking for to get out of it. And I wanted to make this one especially because the guy responded who initially started me on this last couple of days. And I wanted to actually respond back because he had an interesting one. And he was like, I didn't want it to come from hate. It was a genuine question because I've been burnt, I've been betrayed, I'm in a bad place, and I don't want to just follow someone blindly. And I can feel that. I can understand that one completely. So I wanted to share, just a bit of me, because I can connect and I can relate with that in business and in coaching and following people, because I've hired coaches and I've paid people to accelerate my results, to get me to places faster. And I've been fucked, I've been scammed, I've been betrayed, I've been burned, I've been all of it. I've lost thousands and tens of thousands of dollars making the wrong decision because they had the great marketing ploy and they had the great, let me sell you this dream kind of thing. And I fell for it because, who doesn't want to shortcut their way to success? Who doesn't want the blueprint to jump ahead? And here's the catch on it, because I still firmly believe that you should pay people to jump you ahead instead of having to grind it out and make the mistakes and go through the rigmarole and, spend years or decades learning the stuff. Pay someone who's done it to, get you ahead of the curve, to bypass all those mistakes and get you into the game faster. That being said, there's a lot of charlatans out there. There are a lot of scam artists. There are a lot of people out there who are just in it to take your money. And unfortunately, sometimes you'll fall for that. That's the reality of it. And I would hope, and I firmly believe, that I am someone who will never fall into that category, that I will not ever scam someone, I will not rip someone off. I will be there to hold you accountable. But I can share that through my life, I have been through the highs and lows. And if you've watched any of these before, you'll know that my fitness journey started from a place of suicide. I hated my life. Fucking hated it. I was bullied. I was miserable. This was in high school. I came to end of every day and was like, how do I end this pain? How do I end this suffering? And I'm grateful for that horrendous experience because it led me down the path of where I needed to go. But I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. Not for a single second. And in that moment, in what I can only describe as an act of God, my father bought me a weight set. Saved my life. Fitness saved my life because it became that sanctuary where I could channel all that. I could channel the pain, I could channel the suffering, I could channel what I didn't understand in the world and what was going on and all of that into something positive. It's why I still, to this day, believe that fitness is the greatest tool and the greatest gift and the thing that will provide so much for you. And it's why that's what I coach. Because in the moments of doubt, in the moments of pain, in the moments of suffering, in the moments when you don't know who or what to trust anymore, 100 kilos is still 100 kilos. It's exactly the same. It doesn't matter who you are, what you have done, what you have been through. The weights never lie. They just are. And you can utilize all the negative in your life to transform into something greater. And that has been a staple of my life. That has been something that, Well, I have built my whole life on. I have built a successful business. As I said, I've retired my wife. I have 2 perfect kids. I have a gym. I'm building a business here with you right now that I am excited about every single day, that I am passionate about to do this work. I'm passionate to help men reach their potential, to demand greatness of themselves and to go after it. It fucking fires me up because, well, I was you. I was you. Even with all of this stuff, I have been that guy who's looking around going, fuck, how do I take back control of my life? How did I let this go? Because the truth is, that's where I'd gotten to. I'd let my business burn to the ground. I'd let it crumble away because I'd gotten comfortable. I'd gotten stagnant. I'd neglected my wife. I'd neglected my business. I'd neglected myself. And through fitness as a tool of discipline, I pulled myself out of that. I pulled my shit together. And I built it back up to a successful point. Now, as I said the other day, I'm blissfully dissatisfied. At no point am I going, this is good enough. I never want to hear those words, think those words, even see them anywhere. I don't want that energy around me. It's not good enough. It's fucking amazing, but we are striving for more. Because there is no stagnation. There is either the growth or death, and there is nothing in between. So we are going for growth. We are pushing forward to be the best version of ourselves. But fitness is the answer when you get into the lows. When your life feels out of control. When you feel like, well, shit, you don't know where to turn. You don't know who to trust, what you can do. You feel like the world's against you. But you know what you can turn it into? You can turn it into something great. Many bodybuilders, gym junkies, gym rats have been built on the back of heartbreak or pain or suffering. You channel that negativity into your body and make it something positive. You take all that suffering and you turn it into something that is meaningful. As I said, that's how I started. I was suicidal. I hated my life. I didn't want a bar of it, and I took that pain and I turned it into, well, literally everything I've done for the rest of my life. The greatest blessing of my life, the thing that has provided for my family, that has brought me this life, that has provided this business. All the experiences I've had have come from that decision to invest into my health and fitness. And yeah, I got lost along the way a couple of times. But every time, fitness and exercise, and especially weight training, was right there. It's a constant, and it holds steady like a North Star that you can just guide yourself home. That when shit is bad, you just return to that and you channel it. And so that would be my message to this guy. And look, maybe I am the right guy for him, or maybe I'm not. I don't know. I'm not going to be the perfect fit for everyone. But what I do know is that if you were in a bad place and you are questioning what's next, where do I start? Well, you start with demanding greatness of yourself. And you can't demand it of the world yet. You can't go out there and start demanding that everyone respects you and do it the right way. No, you have to start with you. You have to rebuild that. You start with demanding greatness of yourself. You build an ironclad discipline and will and grit and determination. And you do that through fitness. You do that through exercise. You utilize that tool to build you into the man that you want to be. And then as you become a man of your word, a man of discipline, a man who demands greatness from every aspect of his life, then it can flow into the other areas. Then you can progress forward. Then you can start demanding it of the world. But you have to come back to always the only thing that you can control in this world. Your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. The best fucking way under the sun is to do it through exercise. It's to channel that into it. Because that, more than anything, is the thing that you can control. That, more than anything, is the thing that you are directly in control of. how you move your body, how your body looks, how you fuel it. And that in turn will make you feel better. It'll give you greater control. It'll give you a sense of purpose. It'll give you a sense of drive. Hell, it'll just make you fucking happier, as we've discussed before. Deadlifts especially, but exercise in general, are more effective than any of the antidepressant drugs, because what they do is not only release endorphins and happiness hormones into your brain, but they increase your capacity to feel joy. Think about that as a mind-blowing concept. Exercising, especially hard, like pushing yourself, pushing the weights, challenging yourself, seeing how far you can take it, increases your capacity for joy. What other thing can you think of that does that? I'm not aware of anything else that increases your capacity for joy. Like literally your brain's ability to experience joy, other than exercise. That in itself is worth its weight in gold. That in itself should be enough of a reason for you to go, well, I'm going to start exercising my fucking ass off every single day. That's what demanding greatness is. That we are going to push you. We are going to demand greatness. We are going to work your fucking ass off every single day. The beginning phase of demanding greatness is a 6-week fitness challenge where, as I just stated, I'm going to demand greatness of you. But it's not just here's some workouts, here it is. I'm going to fucking hold you accountable. My biggest superpower, my greatest gift, the thing that allows me to deliver the results is that I am going to hold you accountable. That we're going to walk through, we're going to set a fucking standard, and then I'm going to make sure you meet it. Because that's where the results come. I could give you a shit-ass program. I haven't, but I could. And if I held you accountable enough, for the majority of people, they would get great fucking results. Now we're going to give you a great fucking program that is battle-tested, that I have personally executed, and I have given to my clients, that it delivers between 7 to 14 kilos of weight loss in 6 weeks, sometimes up to 20 kilos of weight loss in 6 weeks. And we're going to completely transform your fucking life. We're going to make you a different fucking man. But I stand by and will always stand by that this is the greatest gift that you can give yourself. This, when you are down, when you are low, when life has turned against you, when the world feels it like it's out for revenge, this is your fucking moment. Build you stronger. Build up the you that's going to get shit done. Build up the you that's going to take it on. Build fucking you. The vehicle, the vessel, the armory, whatever you want to call it, that allows you to take on this fucking life. Build you up as strong as humanly possible. Make you fucking bulletproof. Because that's what the exercise does. And especially when you add it in with every day, with accountability, with the ability to just fucking do the work, to show up willingly and voluntarily and take on difficult things day in, day out. You become physically, mentally, emotionally bulletproof, that you're going to be able to handle anything and everything because, well, you choose to daily. You fucking choose to daily take it on. So of course you're going to be able to handle it. Of course you're going to be able to take it on because, well, you've already shown that you are capable of doing this by choice. Then when life throws its curveballs at you, you're just like, fucking whatever. Have a go. Bring it on. And that's the point. And that's the part that we want to get to. And that's what we're trying to build. So no, I cannot guarantee that I am the right fit for everyone. I cannot guarantee that I am the exact answer. But what I can guarantee is that if you enter demanding greatness, if you give me commitment, intensity, and focus, that I will fucking transform your life. That I will make you a different fucking man. That I will take your physique, your discipline, your mental toughness, and turn it into a badass motherfucker. We are trying to build you into a savage. We are trying to build you into a man who demands greatness in every fucking area of his life. And it will slowly seep out into every area of your life. That is why fitness is the greatest fucking tool for this. Because it does. It allows it to ebb into every other area of your life. It's like a cracked window. It just out. But you've got to start here. You've got to start with you. You've got to start with the vehicle that allows you to do everything in life. That's the starting point. That's where we begin. Everything else happens by a byproduct. And to be honest, I'm not fussed with what gets you started. Like, for me personally, what was the kick in the teeth was twofold. One, I was sick of the man in the fucking mirror. I was sick of seeing that disgusting version of myself. I was so over how ashamed and disgusted I was every time I went to the bathroom that I couldn't handle it anymore. Something had to change. Something had to be different at that moment. And then the other side was for my daughter, for my son, for my wife. I had others counting on me. And I was failing them. I was absolutely fucking failing them. They deserved the greatest version of me, and they were getting fucking softcock version of me. Unacceptable. And I had to do better. I had to be better. And it doesn't mean that this process is easy. It doesn't mean that I am killing it every single day. It means I'm doing the work every single day. I don't enjoy this many parts of the days, but it gets done because it needs to get done, because that's the fucking deal. And once I decided it was getting done, it was getting done. And that was the end of the fucking story. And that's how it has to be. But whatever gets you across the line, if it's you're looking to build the discipline, the grit, the motivation, fantastic. I think that's a much better way to phrase it, but that's an abstract that most people can't come at. If it's just that you want to be in the best possible shape of your life, if you want to have a six-pack and finally feel fucking good, to look at that man in the mirror and be like, fuck yes, I am proud of that guy, then let's start there. Because as a byproduct, everything else will take care of itself. As a byproduct, you will become an unstoppable man. You'll build unbreakable discipline. You'll build grit and determination and mental fortitude and mental toughness. You'll build the capacity for joy. Every area of your life will improve. But it starts with making that first decision. It starts with making that choice to be the greatest version you can be, to demand greatness of yourself. As I said, I used to call this chasing greatness, and I had a wake-up call from someone I respect. They were like, chasing is something that you are never reaching. You are forever in pursuit of that thing. You are chasing it. You demand it. You wake up every morning and you fucking demand it of yourself. You demand that I am going to get my greatness today. I'm going to demand of myself whatever the fuck it takes. And it's going to be uncomfortable. People think I'm crazy when I say this, but I don't want to sugarcoat this. I don't want you to come into this blindsided. I want to be fucking brutally honest. This is going to be hard. This is going to be uncomfortable. It's going to push you outside of your comfort zone and push you to your limits. And when you overcome it, and when you keep pushing through, and when you find a way, another gear, another level, another minute to just keep pushing forward, whatever the fuck it takes, you will find that you are creating a new version of yourself. You will find that you are creating an unstoppable version of yourself. You will find the man that you know you are capable of being. He's just been hidden away by all the poor choices that you made along the way. You know, when life hits you, we have two choices. And it always comes back to this. Life is 90% what happens, 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react. Life is going to be hard sometimes. Life is going to fuck you. And as I said, I've been there. I've been at the lowest ebb. I've thought about ending it all. I've thought about just quitting the business and just giving up on it all. But that's not who I am, and I don't think that's who you are either. You just need the catalyst to rebuild yourself. You need to start with you. You need to become proud of the man in the mirror. And once you do that, and once you've built that, then everything else in your life will get better. Then everything else in your life will start to fucking improve because you've taken care of you. You've built credibility with yourself. You're now starting to be proud of the man in the mirror. You're starting to be proud of the man that you are becoming. Then the rest of the world will start to take notice. The rest of the world will start to take shape. So start with that. And if you can start with that, well, is at your fingertips. So if you're ready for that, if you're ready to make that happen, click the link in my bio. Let's get you into demanding greatness. And let's see who you can become when you go all in, when you commit to the process of you being the greatest version of yourself. Let's discover what you've got inside. I can't wait to see you there. Until then.